I was teaching a course about history of Stalinism, and I was very astonished by the fact that it was very difficult for the students to get a grasp to what was Stalinism, because it was really foreign for them, something very strange actually. And I wanted to build something with different medias, different way to help them to get in that society. I think the web documentary has an advantage because the students feel free. You have very different possibilities to get inside of it. I mean, the main entrance is the letter, and then you have very different way. You can build your own path in the documentary, and we liked it very much, that idea. And then it's a kind of whole world. I mean, just the music you have when you're going in the first page of the documentary, just cut you from the world outside, and you're going inside that documentary, inside that period, inside that letter. And I think it's very useful for the students to get in that world. So the web documentary helps us even to build that relationship between the students and their knowledge they are building.
29 avril 1933, à la RKI municipale de la part de la citoyenne Riabova. Déclaration. Je m'adresse à la RKI municipale au sujet de Batienko, Vera Grigorievna.
So the different stages of the project, where we went through obviously the design stage, which was conditioned by the way we needed to present the project to the Open University of Humanities. They have a very strict selection procedure. They have a scientific committee of experts who look into the pedagogical aspects, the scientific validity of the approach, and then there's also the validation on the choice of media. So there was it was a very, very detailed proposal which was made, which helps in a way because you already have the structure. You've had to write your ideas down on paper. So from the production point of view, it was the coming together of a whole range of skills. We called on external experts for particular competencies that we didn't have within the team. One example is you don't have a makeup artist in a university audiovisual team. And you see in the section on denunciation, again, with the journalist who's bald, obviously that person's going to shine in front of the camera, so you need a bit of powder.
Alors cette lettre, elle est étonnante déjà dès le début parce qu'en fait, elle dénonce le dénonciateur. Hein, c'est-à-dire qu'il y a la personne qui dit « mais voilà, cette femme est en train de me dénoncer », mais moi…
The other example was we had different media, we had the text, we had the audio, we had the photographs from the Gorky archives, the video that we produced, and we needed to give that an overall harmony in terms of the environment. And we needed somebody with really high-level graphic design skills. The main software which is used to develop the web documentary is called Clint. It's something that we've been using in training courses around web documentary, more on the design side. It's great when you have lots of different media that you need to put together and to give an overall experience of navigating through different types of supports. What was nice was that in France we organised a series of training courses around web documentary for people to discover Clint and how to design pedagogical web documentary. And the author himself, Francois-Xavier, came along to one of those training sessions. So it was very, very easy to start work on the design side because he'd already taken an interest in the technical and multimedia design aspects.
Donc justement, si on prend le document qui m'intéresse aujourd'hui, on remarque que c'est une lettre qui est traduite du russe. Et moi, je me demande d'où elle vient, cette lettre.
I'm planning to use it in different ways, mostly with the first year students, to give them explanation about what is the work with historical documents. I mean, a letter of denunciation is very interesting for that, because one of the major drawbacks of the student work with historical documents is the fact that they always want to find the truth in the document. So when you're working with a letter of denunciation, where is the truth?
What we wanted to do, this is also a requirement for the Open University of Humanities, every resource that is produced for them has a pedagogical guide to enable uptake by other teachers. And so we imagined 3 different teaching scenarios, looked at the flipped classroom, looked at using the web documentary in a face-to-face lecture, and looked at integrating it into a distance learning course, and then just broke it down into different sequences. So we've got the idea of learning objects, or pedagogical grains, as we say in France, each time setting a time, setting pedagogical prerequisites, requirements, technical requirements. Just a quick reminder to any teacher who's using it to make sure that your lecture theatre has loudspeakers, has internet access, all those things that you don't necessarily immediately think about when you want to use that kind of resource.
I think all the people interested in that kind of project should enter the competition, because it's really interesting to just to come here and see the different projects, the different way the people are working. That was really for me interesting to see the 8 finalists, and that was 8 very different projects with different technologies and different way to use videos and web technologies. So it gives a lot of ideas. I mean, that's why it's worth doing. Just do it.